Your ADU is a business, and it is vital to keep track of the money flow. And in this segment, we're going to be talking about bookkeeping. With bookkeeping, it can sound, or at least maybe I'm alone in this, it sounds overwhelming to me. So,
Yeah.
how do you go about
Well,
all that is?
don't overcomplicate it,
Okay.
but don't underestimate it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what that really means is that you're going to have income that's coming in the form of rent and like that. And you got to account for it.
Yeah.
So that means you're just going to basically have to write down, oh, this month I got paid this much money. Then you're also going to have expenses. Oh, I had to buy furnace filters. Oh, I had to do this. And so you're going to basically do that. You do that already pretty much with your
Sure.
home account. And one way you can actually look at this is you may use your checking account to kind of manage all of that because you see what your deposits are and you see what your expenditures
Yeah.
are. The challenge is that people often use their personal account
Oh,
as their business account and they mix the two.
and that's going to get muddled.
And you can't do that because they got to be separate when you go to fill out your taxes. So
Okay.
one simple way that you can help try and take a quick way is just create a separate business account that all of the money for the ADU is deposited into and that all your expenses when you pay for things are paid out of, and that'll help you know kind of what's going in.
Yeah.
That's what I call the entry level of bookkeeping. If you're really trying to understand a little bit more, you have more than just your expenses because what you've got things that you've invested for ahead of time in getting this built.
Yeah.
Okay, so you invested a lot of money in paying for plans, paying for a contractor, paying for a lot of stuff. And now you've got this accumulated amount of money that you should have tracked all of those expenses that you're going to now declare on your taxes. So you kind of go to a different level of bookkeeping. And what you do is the tax people are going to look for, well, what kind of an expense is this? Was it for marketing? Was it for repairs? Was it for, they kind of have categories that you have to put your expenses into to go onto the tax form. And so you basically build a strategy with generally a business person to identify, okay, what expenses and how do I categorize them so that I can, at the end of the year, pull them all into one number so that it makes my taxes much easier to get through.
Yeah, makes it all make sense.
Yeah, that's the second level of bookkeeping.
Okay.
And that generally takes talking to someone who's in the business world to help set that up and help set up some type of a process that allows you to document and keep that. That might just be on an Excel spreadsheet that they help you create and make happen.
Okay.
But you definitely want to do that in your bookkeeping because you're going to want to know what is the value of everything and what's going on and is this profitable or not. If you aren't keeping track of what you're spending, how do you know you're being profitable?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got to manage it. And to manage it, you've got to manage the money that's flowing through it.
Right. And it's that phrase of what isn't measured isn't managed. And so if I don't know what's happening, I don't know what's happening.
And for a lot of people, they don't really understand that they need to take a little bit of time to set up a good plan so that they can have a process that's simple so that they don't have to worry about something.
I'm a fan of that. I want the process to execute itself. So, Brooks, how do we get in contact with you about setting up this process?
Well, a couple of things. Because now you're talking about an area of expertise that might be a little bit more than what you want to do, you might be looking to find someone who's a tax planner. You might be looking to find someone who's a business. So we've set up on our website what we call a teams, our team members. That has references to bookkeepers and to accountants and to tax people and finance people. So you can go on there and actually find them and connect directly to them. If you got more general questions or you want to just get in touch with us, you can just email us. And the email is really simple to know. It's just hello@aduutah.com. So just write up an email and put it to hello@aduutah.com. We'll get it and we'll follow right up with you to answer your questions.